Jess, we have to talk.
What'd you say?
I'll hit you with it in a minute. I'll get you with it in a minute. Watch this. Tom, are you coming in loud and clear now?
I can hear you guys for.
Let me put my headphones on. Maybe that'll make a difference for. Mic test 1 2 1 2.
Before.
No, I'm not.
We can hear you.
4 4 5 6. Uh-oh.
And such was quick as Thomas passing, or as
We'll probably recap. Have I lost everyone's audio or just Jason's?
I heard Jason pretty loud and clear.
Yeah, I lost him. I heard him say something about Tom's passing, and then I saw his lips moving, but didn't hear any sound come out of them.
Curious. Show non-video participants grid. Did Tom say he was coming back?
I didn't hear him say anything.
No, I thought he said, So, Jess, did Randy tell you a little about the last session or anything, or?
I listened to pretty close to half of it, but I didn't finish the last half. So.
Okay. So what I'm curious about, is the gang has been traveling through the Deadmire swamp for about a day now. Okay. And I don't the problem with going through the Deadmire swamp is being super quiet and super careful so as not to attract the attention of these zombies and skeletons that you guys see dotting the landscape here all around.
Yep.
How is that going with Ak? What is our plan there? I mean, I'm not asking to roll dice on it right now. I just kind of want to get a vibe.
Hawk's not exactly known for actually being quiet. I mean, you have to remember, I sneak attack by screaming, so...
Yeah. That's how she do. That's how she do it.
Yeah, so...
So I was just curious if she has a secret method or anything of that sort as we head further into the Deadmire.
Not really. You guys might just have to keep bribing my character ways to keep it very, very quiet.
Okay, alright.
Golden and trying to shop.
The whole time listening to the last session that you guys were probably kind of lucky I wasn't actually playing because I would have ruined everything. My character's just too loud and messy.
May have made things might have made things a little bit worse. I'm sure Ralphie's character would have kept his distance from all of you guys. All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get a start. All right. So, is Randy right there too?
No, he's just walked away. I think he's trying to put fire down
Okay.
for a nap.
Okay.
You think that will work?
I don't know. He's annoying.
I don't think he's doing that much better in the other
I'm gonna
room.
set my phone up with Baby Bottom there.
You guys can't.
Well,
hear
roll
it,
her up
but
a
our
character.
child is
We'll see how it goes.
Screaming bloody murder in the other room. So
Maybe it'll work out as background sound effects.
yeah.
Hey, there's that guy.
Ghouls in the swamp.
Now my lighting is bad.
I just get the cool full table effect in front of you there.
Oh wow.
Bless you.
You're not the cleric. You can't say that.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Alrighty. When last we met, you entered the intrepid Deadmire, a swamp inhabited by the long-dead soldiers of an ancient battle. Skeletons and zombies stand in waiting all over the landscape, motionless and eager for the movement of life. High upon a cliffside in the early hours of the morning, you successfully repelled a river of shadows, which encroached upon your camp, bringing you cold and darkness. An ingenious and life-saving plan engulfed them at once in light and fire. Further, within the watery Deadmire, you encountered an enormous minotaur skeleton, drawing the attention of other skeletons as well. You valiantly fought against them, nearly losing a member of your party as Pickles was cut down mercilessly. He is now revived, and you continue your trek into the Deadmire, careful of every sound and step. Your destination is the human city of Cormyr, where you are impressed upon to deliver an ancient key to Queen Rhaegar herself. So, you guys have, as I said, you guys have been in Deadmire for almost about a full day now. And you are continuing on carefully with a close eye on the skeletons and zombies in the distance. You have, upon occasion, attracted their attention, but only one or two, and were able to easily dispatch just the one or two as you travel along. What I want to know is, Ralphie, are you still keeping your distance in front of the party as you scout ahead, or are you staying with them now?
Well, I mean, I'm probably still scouting ahead a little bit, but it doesn't have to be that far.
Okay. So you're kind of, as you're scouting ahead, you're kind of trying to keep an eye out for the best routes to take that keep you the most distance away from, skeletons and zombies, because it seems like they react to the sound of your presence, but otherwise they are standing still. Just out of curiosity, for why don't I'll take an Arcana or a Religion check on something I will reveal to you if you I don't know if there's Dungeoneering. Is there a Dungeoneering skill?
No. I think that.
No.
No.
Okay.
Or what that would fall under.
I was a
12.
9 on Arcana check.
What was that? A 9 and a 12
I got a 15. You want to roll?
on religion or knowledge religion. Okay, so your target is in fact a 12. So was that Ralphie and Randall?
And
No,
Jess.
I rolled a 1.
Hawk
Oh, you
actually
got a
succeeded
1.
that roll.
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
checking
12.
out my stuff in my backpack and everything. Make sure it's still there. No one took any of my stuff.
Okay, all right. So if you got a 12 or above, it comes to mind that the behavior of these skeletons and zombies, it seems like although they were somehow resurrected and animated in this area, it seems as if they were done so without any sort of command from a wizard or from an evil priest. It seems as if they've only been animated and left to their own devices. The only thing that you know that the undead will do without command is to attack and destroy the living. So
theoretically,
just what's that?
so whatever did this to them could potentially give them an order, and they would respond to it.
That is a fair assumption. Yes. That if there is a source of their animation out here, that it could easily possibly do something of that sort. Yes. So as you guys are traveling along the Deadmire, Ralphie, give me a perception check because you are kind of scouting ahead further.
Have we taken any opportunities to make a short rest or anything along those lines?
I rolled a 2.
So you were
Still checking
You're
everything in my backpack.
you're still you think something might be missing, so you're double and triple checking.
Frantic.
So Randy asked a good question. Do you guys feel like you want to take a short rest or a long rest? I imagine the encounter with the Minotaur and skeletons was what would qualify as late morning or something of something like that. So
We probably don't have
you guys have been. What's that?
we probably don't have a long rest available because they're supposed to be 24 hours apart, right?
Yeah, at this point, I don't think you would, but you can take a short rest. Now, remember, a short rest would allow you to spend one of your hit dice, and each of you have 2, being second level. 2 hit dice to heal yourself if you are still wounded.
Did we have a time limit? I don't remember if we had an urgency of.
No, he only said as soon as possible, because his words being slightly cryptic and in a hurry were only that this key was the beginning to ending this the darkness in this world. So there was no timeline, but there seems to be just an urgency as soon as you can.
I could benefit from a restored spell slot. Mine are all gone.
That's fair.
I'm good at taking a short rest.
Okay. So a short.
And I,
What was that?
I'm gonna use Song of while we're running.
Okay.
It gives everybody one extra 1d6.
I keep losing all of Jason's audio.
I'm not having a problem with
Can you hear
it.
me now?
He cuts out a little bit, but so short rest is at minimum 1 hour. How long do you guys want to rest?
1 hour should do.
Probably just long enough to eat something.
Okay.
So
All right. Why doesn't everybody give me a stealth check or something something nearabouts?
You have to be quiet while we're eating.
I just
I
want
got
I
a,
don't I just want to give you the opportunity to roll a 1 and then see what happens with it.
I got an 18.
I got a 16.
I got a 16.
I got a 10.
14 for
Okay. Roll again. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding. No, so you guys are fairly quiet and kind of gathering together and getting a quick meal and taking a quick rest. Does anybody need to spend a hit die on healing or anything of that sort? How's you guys' HPs and whatnot?
My health is great.
That's what you should be asking.
I am over max.
I'm assuming I'm fine. Sounds like I did nothing the last game.
You were off fighting zombies.
Yeah, you actually watched some really bad violence happen from a distance.
Did nothing.
And you did nothing. You were impressed at their ability to survive, except for Pick. Pickles went down like a chump.
Yeah, I think he was.
But yeah, you did
he only
nothing.
took one hit, right?
You took one hit.
just
Only
one
one
hit.
hit. It was only one hit. So,
It was bigger
it
than
was a
me.
big hit. It was a big hit. Yeah, the axe he was holding was twice as tall as you were,
I thought it was one of the. Peon
and then you were
zombies.
half as tall after he hit you with it.
Wasn't it just one of the leftover zombies?
Yeah.
that got him?
That's about right.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Oh, how's it going?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, buddy, well, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go.
All right, see ya.
So I guess during this rest.
Sorry, my cousin saw me earlier and he forgot to tell me happy birthday, so he called me.
Oh well, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I am gonna make an effort to do that every time somebody answers a phone because I think it's hilarious. So, all right, so you guys take a quick rest and then you continue on. I'm sure that Scraggs informs you that he's incredibly alert and he has not seen anything at all ahead.
With a 2.
With his 1 and a 2. So, okay. So as you guys continue on, I want you guys to let me try to describe this to you guys. As you guys are going through the Deadmire, it seems like it's taking you guys absolutely forever to get where you want to go. You guys are starting to feel this sense of tiredness of defeatedness as you guys are going through this dark and dreary place. Does anybody have the survival skill?
Yeah. I believe. No.
That would be a no.
Nope.
What's I know?
Well, I have a
Alright.
plus
I
3
have that.
I don't have
A plus 3 on a.
on survival.
Okay.
Jesse has
Survival check.
proficiency. Ak is proficient in survival.
Ak is proficient in survival.
Yes.
Okay. So why don't you give me a survival skill check?
Natural 20.
Got a 20.
All right. So you are certain, Ak, though you may not have presence of mind to tell anyone, and that's entirely up to you, that the path you guys are on is taking you reasonably amount of time to get where you're going. The rest of you guys, though, are feeling this sense of just, it is taking absolutely forever. I need the rest of you guys, except for Ak, to give me a wisdom saving throw.
One.
12.
4.
19.
Okay, so our 4 and our 1, the two of you guys are really, really feeling a sense of defeatedness and loss, almost to the point of, what is the point of this? This place is going to devour you eventually when those skeletons come and get you. There's just this endless fog and darkness descending upon you as the day gets longer. you have this real strong sense of loneliness, of just really darkness in your mind and spirits. You are at disadvantage on skills, saving throws, and attacks for the foreseeable future. And that's funny that it's both our kobolds. You the rest of you guys would probably see their attitudes begin to change as you guys continue on. Their shoulders are slumped. They're barely holding on to the gears that are in their hand, more or less just dragging it absentmindedly. But you guys continue on.
I pick up my flute to play a song, and then I'm like, "What's the point?"
And he plays Mad World.
You guys might notice this change in their behavior. Again, though, I want to point out, Jess, with Ak, you are not affected by this at all because you have seen the distance that you've traveled. You've understood the distance you've traveled and your direction and where you are in relation to where you were, and it doesn't seem to be affecting you. This sense that everybody else is kind of having at this time. So you guys continue to travel into the Deadmire. Ralphie, give me another perception check as you're moving along.
Six.
Good lord.
Time to fight again.
I have a -1 to my wisdom, okay? And I'm not proficient in the perception.
Okay. Wait, rogues are not proficient in perception?
No.
Wow. That's wild. Okay, so you guys, Ralphie, you notice at first, just because you guys are coming, because you're leading the pack here by 20 yards or so, you see a light through the fog, and as you continue to approach a little closer, you see some building structures of some sort. And there's what's that?
Do I see people?
No, you don't. But you see a light coming from some building structures in the distance.
I'll move up closer, faster.
Okay. So you kind of break ranks with them and move a little faster towards towards where you guys are going.
Let's
Okay.
try to do a stealthy.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
19.
Very nice. The rest of you guys, well, I should say, with the exception of Crawl and Pickles, you guys probably didn't even notice because your heads are so heavy and your hearts are so sad. Scrags basically sprints off ahead of you guys, runs ahead of you guys quite in a faster kind of way.
I begin to call
Ralphie,
out
give me.
to him, but catch myself and quiet down.
You call out to him, you said?
I start to call out to him, but then stop myself.
Oh, oh, that would have been great. All right, Ralphie, you as you're moving towards these building structures, you notice a small sign. As you step onto a wet and swampy, what feels like it might be a road. It's got a levelness to it that the rest of the area that you've been traveling through did not have. The sign on the side says Cotswold. Apparently you have approached a town or a village called Cotswold.
But I don't see any people.
Nope, you don't see any people at all. As you go closer, you see a windmill structure, and the panes on the windmill are completely still, and there is a light in the top portion of the structure. You see several small buildings and cabins and homes nearby it as you're moving up to this area.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna head back toward everybody else. and let them know what I found.
Okay. So as you guys are moving forward, you see Scrags coming back towards you, and you meet up again. And what do you say, Scrags?
There's a town up there, but there's no people.
Town. Must have been there before this place gained its namesake.
You're fairly certain that you are in the exact middle area of the Deadmire.
Can I do a history check to see if I can think of any history I know of this area and whether there was a town before?
Absolutely.
Never mind.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Do I care about the history of the...
And that's up to
Because I
you.
thought about doing this.
It's up to you. I mean, play your character.
I might pick up your perk. You might think that you might be able to.
You might-
You might not be. You might not volunteer any information, and you might not think of it on your own.
Yeah, I'll keep my head down and wonder why I even play music.
Okay.
Nobody likes my music.
All right.
Okay, can I
So then,
can I use my intimidation on the 2 sad sacks?
what? I mean, yeah, you can. You absolutely can. What do you do? What do you say?
Let's see if it works. Okay,
17.
17 plus 6,
Oh, goodness.
so 23.
23. Intimidation.
You
What?
two
I want to
stop
hear what
being
comes out of your
annoying.
mouth with that roll.
Pick up your packs and walk, or I'll use you as bait next time we see skeletons.
Lord. Well, after you guys.
Can I?
What was that?
Am I allowed to use Bardic for her to get an extra die to intimidate? Create like a quantum.
No, that's. I think that would create a quantum effect that would probably not be good for anybody. So after you guys have crapped yourself, give me another wisdom check, the both of you guys, and make it with advantage. With a wisdom save.
I got.
Wait, make it with advantage?
Yes.
Oh shoot! That means roll twice.
I got 17
Take
both
the highest
times.
result.
Let's see, what's my modifier? I got 20.
13 that time.
Okay. Whatever you did, man, that snaps them out of it. They actually, the both of you guys, you become like aware that these thoughts that you were having were unreasonable, for whatever reason. You don't know where they came from, but you snapped out of it. And did you guys bring a change of underwear for the?
Wizards apparently
The pants
can
that you're
just
wearing?
poop on the ground and poof it away.
There you go. Yes.
Pickle
Yes.
is nude.
I was going to say it's bold of you to assume the crawl had any to begin with.
Oh, that's fair. I didn't see that coming. Twist. Okay, so
Lizards
well
can
then with that, Jay, you are within your rights. Pickles, you think more on your own now. What do you want to know anything about the local area or anything?
Yeah, let me roll for a history roll. I get a +3. So 21.
Okay. Right away when Scraggs says, "Hey, there's a town up ahead. There's no people." You immediately say, "Oh, well that's Cotswold." It's the closest village to the city of Cormier, and before the event Evernight came, it was a very bustling village with traders and farms, and immediately you're aware that you've been traveling over farmland for miles and miles and miles. And now apparently this place has gone to the darkness just like the rest of the world. So what do you do?
Is it specially cursed?
Not that you're aware of, not any more especially than any other area in the dark Deadmire.
And you said before the dark times, it was a bustling town.
Yes.
I'd say we go see what we can find.
Yeah, sounds interesting. Let's take a look.
Check it out and rate.
Yeah.
Sneakiest
Like
rogue.
like good people.
Sneak all the houses and get all the good stuff.
All right. I like it. This plan jives with me. So
Yeah,
you guys
when,
continue
We had
forward.
that rest. When we had that rest, did we got back slots, right?
I think you get one back. How did that work, Randall? That was on your mind. Did you look into that at all?
No, but I can. I'll take a look.
Okay. Because you wanted to try to get
I
one of
had
your
one before. But
Short rest, see resting. Resting, see short rest. $186. Sorry, y'all. Short rest. A short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long, during which the character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, tending to wounds. The character can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of the short rest, up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. For each hit dice spent in this way, the player can decide to spend an additional hit dice after each roll. The character regains.
Are you naked?
Okay. So it does not look like you get spells back or anything.
Now we gotta go put her.
But I really thought you could.
Now you gotta go put a diaper on her. Give her 5. Come here.
I want my spell slots back. I don't see anything about spell slot recovery on long rest either. Maybe it's something in class.
Right. So I did find a little something. Druids, bards, clerics, rangers, paladins, eldritch knights, and arcane tricksters all get their spell slots back with a long rest. Warlock can take a short rest and get something back. Or you might want to look that up.
So,
A wizard can get a short rest. Sword, same thing. They can get part.
so no luck. At least
So yeah, it might behoove you to look at what the warlock might recover from.
well, I've still got my cantrips. I have a ritual I can perform that doesn't use any spell slots, but takes up to 10 minutes. I'd like to
And
detect magic.
what ritual would you want to detect magic?
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while, so we'll just say I'm standing on the edge of
Okay.
town doing this ritual for 10 minutes or so.
Well,
People can
I don't think 10 minutes is too long for everybody to wait. Does anybody have a problem with waiting 10 minutes for him to detect magic? Though, isn't that a cantrip? Can't you just do that?
It is not a cantrip. It is a first level divination spell.
Okay.
Daddy, catch your daughter. She's running around naked from grandma. She ran out that way.
Mostly it's just, I guess for the duration you sense the presence of magic when it's within 30 feet of you, and learn the school of that magic, so maybe I'm not that worried about it.
All right. Hold on 1 second. I have a naked baby I have to take care of. Hold on. Come on, turd. Hey, right now.
One of my rituals.
Ivy Elizabeth, we gotta put your pull-up on.
Get over here right now. All right, come on, right now. Come on, right now. Come on.
Reminds me of Calvin and Hobbes when Calvin's running around.
It does seem to help with muscles. So it's leaving you feel really, really. So used to everything being tight and sore.
Yeah, warlocks regain their spell slots on short or long rests.
Everything feels still moving.
Folks, I'm still pretty tired from that battle we had this morning, so I'm not sure I've got much healing oomph left in me. I can do some weak spells, but we want to be careful not to get too hurt.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So, are you gonna go ahead with that ritual or no?
I'll skip it.
Okay. So, do you start closing on this village as a group or separately?
I suggest we stick together.
I'm gonna stick
You
close
better
to
pull
Bob.
up those pants.
Splitting up is always a bad idea, so I say we stay together.
Yes.
All right. All right. So you guys start moving ahead. As I told Scrags already, you see a village with a windmill, and there's a light source in the top portion of the windmill. As you guys get closer, it looks like a torch, maybe or a lamp.
She just threw these at me. And ran away. Ivy Elizabeth, get back here.
Oh. Okay. Ivory.
Ebony and ivory, together in perfect harmony.
Go check what she did. Jesus Christ.
I know, and she threw them at me and ran away. Now she's under the blanket.
Without any,
A naked child, guys.
without any protection from...
Ivory, get over here so we can put your pants on. Where are you going? What are you doing?
My daughter's going to be 18 this year, so I'm kind of happy and sad all at the same time.
My daughter's going to be 6, and it does not excite me.
How often do they ditch their diapers?
Yeah. This question needs to be
I
answered.
don't know about ditching diapers. She leaves her clothes everywhere. Does that...
Mine does that too.
Daddy, get her!
Diapery.
Can't go around without your pants. Here, you got to go pick your candles
Put them
up
on.
and out. Put your lights in.
Put them on.
You got to pick up the candles, but you got to put your pants on first. You got to put these on.
It's not funny anymore. Okay? No more.
So did we split up into two groups? That was what we did, right?
I thought we stayed together.
That's your Friday.
So you remember that spell that Taco used on Jenkins, the tentacles?
Go pick up your things that you're supposed to pick up.
Because of my background, I have that as an ability.
Nice.
Doesn't even use it as a spell slot. I think it's fantastic.
Is that what he used them on robot?
Oh no! When he used it on Kravitz, when he was the golem,
Good lord.
wasn't it? It was Kravitz.
Oh,
that
yeah.
used it, right?
All right. So
think
you
so.
guys start moving into the village, and you do not see any other signs of skeletons or zombies as you move through, but you do see that windmill with a light source in it.
Think there could be
Do
somebody
you guys
there?
want to start searching houses, or do you?
I say let's move straight towards the window first.
You want to go check out the windmill?
We check for traps.
I mean, you can.
What are you gonna go for first?
Want to do a perception check?
You want to investigate? Are you gonna break into the
Um,
lighthouse to look for something?
What would you want me to roll?
Probably the nearest house first.
That would be a perception check.
But I might wait for something.
But I don't think that. I don't know, Ralphie. Do you know how rogues check for traps?
I think it's investigation now.
Okay.
I got a 7 for investing.
When I read about survival, it said noticing traps and stuff like that. Or no, maybe I'm not. I might be wrong. Never mind.
I don't remember. But I think survival also had to do with, yeah, super camping.
Yeah, survival might work for like natural outdoor traps and whatnot.
Natural outdoor traps like quicksand.
Okay.
All right, survival. I got
I got a 9.
The character actively looking for a trap can attempt a wisdom perception check against the trap's DC. You'll also compare the DC to detect trap with each character's passive wisdom score to determine whether anyone in the party notices the trap in passing. If the adventurers detect a trap before triggering it, they can use a discernment. You might call for an intelligence investigation check for a character to deduce what needs to be done, followed by a dexterity check using thieves' tools to perform the necessary sabotage. So as far as checking for traps, it is a perception wisdom check. against the traps DC.
So why doesn't a rogue have that?
Because they're sneaking
Compare the
around.
DC.
Well, why doesn't
What
it?
if my passive is higher than what I rolled?
Then you're. It's one of those things where you're so busy looking for your glasses you don't realize they're on top of your head.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's different. That's odd, Ralphie. So perception is not a They're not proficient in perception.
No, I don't have the book in front of me, but no, I don't think so because I don't have the skill. Well, where's the book? Bring me the book.
It's right there on the speaker next to your the other speaker near the door.
Oh.
Okay. In any case, as Ralphie looks that up for future reference, you do not detect any traps moving into the village. You arrive at the windmill, and is that where you want to check for traps, or no? Or do you just knock?
The first building.
Is the windmill?
I want to make sure there's not something underneath our feet that'll drop.
Is the windmill the first building we've come across?
No, I heard that somebody wanted to go to the windmill first. Is that not right? I'm sorry.
I thought it was a good idea because of light.
Now, Ock decides to start exploring the other houses. Giggling, hee hee hee. Ock
Okay.
best rogue. Ock find treasure.
Okay. So Ock basically beelines towards the first house. Is that about it?
Yep.
All right. And then the rest of you guys go to the windmill, or do you go? Oh, she's going that way.
I think I'll stick around her, make sure she doesn't get into too much trouble. I have an idea
Okay.
of this horse meat.
So the nearest house is closer to where you are than the windmill. You do have to go into the village a bit to get to the windmill. Does that? How do you feel about that, Crawl? Do you want to go to follow them, or do you want to go?
Let's just go ahead and follow them. We'll sweep the village before we.
All right. So Ock marches forward towards a house, and the rest of you guys catch up to her. What do you do, Ock, when you get to the door?
Is the door locked?
Yes.
You checking for a locked door?
Yes.
It is not locked. The rest of you guys make it to where Ock is, and it looks like she's checking the door.
Okay, if it's not locked, then I just bust right in.
Okay. All right. So you bust right into what looks to be a house on the outer edges of this village. There is a single floor, and then there's a stairs. It is all wood structure, and it seems to be empty. You don't see any humanoids or anything in it, and it seems to be fairly intact whenever the Evernight event happened. It seems to be pretty intact from that. Do you go on in?
Yeah, I go in and start rummaging through any drawers or cabinets. Very messily, just tossing stuff out, seeing if I find anything I like.
Okay. So, ooh, here we go. No, we're not going to answer that one. Gosh darn it. All right. So what are the rest of you guys doing? She's going in and she starts rummaging through looking for... What are you looking for? Valuable things?
Yeah, shiny, pretty things mostly. Anything I would determine as treasure or food. Those shinies, pretties, or edibles.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go upstairs and check there before anyone else gets there.
All right.
I'd like to roll perception and just look for any signs of something that might have happened here, why everybody would just up and leave. If there's any signs left on the house.
You don't even need to roll perception. It's just, it doesn't look like there's anything happened in this house. It looks pretty much intact. As you head upstairs, Tom, you notice pretty quickly that there's a closet, and a good bulk of the clothing was removed from the closet. You see some clothing and things like that on a bed. There is a large trunk at the foot of a bed. But you do see, like, possibly some signs that some people packed up and left.
Let's see. I'm gonna check if the trunk is locked.
It's a fairly large trunk, and it is locked. It does have a lock on it. What is Pickles doing?
I guess I'll go to start going to center of town. I'm where the main source of entertainment is, and it's I'm gonna see where everybody gathered. See if there's anything.
Okay. You break off from the party and you enter. What?
I don't want to go too.
You want to be far enough away that when you scream for help, that they'll hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. So you head outdoors and you go a little further into the center of town. And in the center of town, you see what looks to be like a fountain kind of thing, with benches around its outside edge, and then it has another ring of benches for spectators. There's a box, which maybe somebody had stood on, maybe a town crier might have stood on to speak. And looking about, you see a few belongings that were left, possibly in some kind of haste, as people maybe left or something. What's Scrags doing?
They went inside the house.
Yep. Except for Pickles.
I didn't go in the house either.
Okay.
I'm standing outside looking around.
Okay. All right. So then Pickles and Scrags, give me a perception check, please.
1.
I got a 3.
All right. So what do you do with that trunk, Tom?
Well, I don't imagine I can exactly break it open. I don't have thieves' tools.
If you're willing to
Could I try to convince Ott that, like, some sort of animal just hid in that trunk and get her to break it for me?
Yeah, I imagine you could. All you gotta do is talk to her.
Hey, Ott, I saw a bunny run into the trunk up here, but I can't get it open.
Ooh, bunny! soft, pretty.
Right.
And I run upstairs.
So you run upstairs and Crawl is standing in this bedroom area, and there's a large trunk at the foot of this bed. It seems to be locked. What do you do?
Where'd Bunny go?
It's in the trunk.
Okay, I go up to the trunk and try smashing the lock off to get it open. Actually, I can probably just use my
Okay, so go ahead and give me a hit roll.
Smash it open.
Are you going for the lock, or are you just going to smash the whole thing?
Let's start with the lock. See how I do with that.
Okay. All right, give me a hit roll.
Well, you're 20.
Well,
And then I think you can add your attack modifier. What does she add to attack rolls? Proficiency?
Yeah, proficiency and strength.
okay. So I got a 17.
Oh, right. Roll damage.
No. What's your grade axe? D12? Yeah. Three. That's your proficiency. You could have added that to your. Actually, you could have added that to your attack roll. So. Her attack roll was actually. What was it? 17?
Yeah.
23.
Okay.
But her damage is.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
damage is 5.
Okay. You take a good solid whack at that lock, and you hit it straight on, but it doesn't seem to do anything to it.
Okay.
Hard
now I
items
go
like
for
that have what's called
smashing
a.
the lid.
Okay. So, does Ak rage at the chest? All right, so give me another hit roll. Pickles and Scrags, you guys are outside. You guys hear a crunch, crunch. As something is being axed inside the.
Okay, I got a 19.
What'd you get on the other hit?
For my first.
Okay.
For the hit,
Um,
and I got a 10 on the damage.
Okay, so you hit it real good that time, and you actually put the axe right into it. You start moving the axe back and forth to try to tear it open, and it's working. You can probably get 1 or 2 hands inside it if you're careful. If you wanted to reach into a mystery trunk,
Yeah, I'm gonna start reaching.
Or
and
you
pulling
can,
stuff out. Bunny, where are you? Come out, Bunny. I wanna be.
I really want to put a bunny in there. Really, just want there to be like a random bunny that you just pull out, like, and it's terrified and.
The axe clipped it a little bit on the way in.
Yeah.
Has been trapped.
Okay,
in
so
this
you reach
trunk.
in there and you pull out. The first thing you pull out is like a wedding gown. It seems to be fairly well made. Looks like it might fetch some gold. At a market or something. You reach in there again and you feel what feels like it might be like the edge of a frame of like a picture frame, but you can't get the whole thing out. You're kind of rooting around. That seems to be in the way of anything else in there. You don't feel a bunny. It's mysteriously lacking of a bunny.
Oh, yeah, no bunny.
Do you remember the bunny from Twilight?
What?
The bunny from Twilight Zone.
I must have missed that.
I think it's the episode where the kid who can just do whatever.
Oh,
At one
the
point.
creepy kid.
Yeah, at one point somebody pulls a rabbit out of a hat and it's a big monster yucky thing.
Big creepy ass bunny.
I don't remember that.
Nightmare-inducing, creepy-ass bunny.
It's from one of the newer movies.
Oh, I haven't seen the real ones, just the black and white stuff.
I'm gonna go up and start trying to look like through the holes that she made and like play stupid trying to find where the bunny went. So she hopefully doesn't realize that I lied to her.
Do you well, you guys can see fairly well in darkness, so you can kind of make you look in there and you can make out a fairly good sized painting that also might be worth something to somebody. But if there's anything else in it, it would have to be open further.
I think I'm gonna exit the house and start making my way toward another one.
All right, as you exit the house, Pickles, Scrags, and also Toombs, as you come out of the house, you guys hear, "Ho there!"
Uh-oh.
We
You
hear
guys
ho there.
hear, "Ho there! Who is that?"
Hodor.
Like to look
No.
for where the voice is coming from.
You see from the door of the windmill, an old man. He's wearing what kind of looks like maybe a sleeping robe, and a bed cap wearing on his head, and he's carrying a basically like a candle, on like the little plate, for light. Who goes there?
Travelers, are you alone here?
Nobody goes here.
Ebenezer.
Yeah, sure. It looks a little like that, maybe. Yes, I'm alone. My old eyes cannot make you out. Come out further.
Is he human?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Alright, I'll approach him.
Is there a window in the top of the house that I'm in still?
Yeah, there would be a window up there.
I'm gonna kind of try to peek through the window without being seen. Make sure, like, to see what's going on out there.
Okay. You peek through the window, and I would like to note that it's still foggy in this area, but not as bad as the rest of what it seems like you've gone through.
Okay.
And you do see basically what they're saying. This old man at the door of the windmill, further into town.
He doesn't seem intimidated by us.
No.
How long have you been
Probably
here?
can't see.
Oh, by the gods, many years, many years.
Why you stay here?
Well, where else have I to go?
You're not exactly
There's
surrounded by
no
the
one else
friendliest
in this
of
creepy
neighbors.
place.
Everyone is left.
I'll say everyone's left.
There
We're
is
used
only
to-
me.
How is it that you've been here this long and haven't been eaten by zombies?
How is it you've gotten here and haven't been eaten by zombies? Come closer. I cannot see who you are.
I'll keep walking closer.
I don't want to go closer. I don't trust him.
Okay, Ralphie, why don't you give me a sense motive or an into what is
Insight?
it called?
Insight?
Insight check. Yes.
That'd be a 15.
1 second.
That's pretty good when I have a -1.
That is pretty good.
As I'm approaching, I do have my mace out and my shield at the ready. Not aggressively, but I've got them.
All right. I had to look something up because it occurred to me that I have to make rolls on such things. Okay, who made insight checks?
You just asked me.
Okay. Yeah, that's because you're kind of the only person that said that. I don't trust him. You may not trust him, but he doesn't seem to anything about his nature that he seems to be lying to you about anything. But maybe he may be hiding something if you don't trust him. But
I'm prepared in case he attacks, but I'm approaching him.
so are you the only one approaching him then?
I guess so.
Okay, and Tom and Nock, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna
Carl and Nock?
I'm gonna hang back and try to still not be seen and just kind of observe, because I don't wholeheartedly trust somebody who's survived out here for as long as it seems he has any either.
Okay, so you head downstairs too. Ock, do you follow him or do you keep trying to get the bunny?
I've given up on the bunny. Now I'm trying to get the pretty wedding dress on. I want it to be my new outfit.
Okay. So you are ripping into this wedding dress trying to get it on. That's amazing. I love
We
it.
don't know
Okay.
that it's ripping. Who did it belong to?
All right.
Can I cast Bardic Inspiration on?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Okay, I do that. Give him a 1d.
So what does that look and sound like then?
You always gotta ask.
I know I don't want to put that kind of pressure on you playing a role-playing game, but
I tell him the story of the wise hermit that had to approach the town people and gain their even though the wise hermit was the ugliest creature in the land, knowing that Toon is probably the ugliest creature in the
okay. So you're like, do it like that.
land.
I love it. Okay. All right.
Well, lucky for
So
me,
you're like, okay, I got this. By the gods, a goblin? I've not seen a goblin in these parts in years.
No, I can't imagine you've seen much of anyone around here. We're just
That's
passing
true.
through on our way to other places, and thought this place abandoned.
Who else is with you?
Just a few other travelers.
You do, Alright. What is, Scrags doing? Ralphie, what is Scrags doing?
Are they talking to him?
Yeah, they're talking to the old man.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away and I'm gonna walk toward the windmill.
Well, he's at the windmill, in the door of the windmill. And they're walking towards him, talking.
Alright, then I'll just continue to walk toward the windmill with them.
Okay. Alright, you, walking with the group then? Tom,
Yes.
and are you trying to stay hidden, Tom, as you move up?
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna want to give me a stealth check. Ock, you've got the wedding dress on. It wasn't worth as much as it's not worth as much as it was. As you've had to split out the arms a bit, and you basically, like, you get it on and you flex one time and you hear rip everywhere. It is not made for a half orc.
That was a 19.
Okay, you kind of skirt around the edges of the homes, staying hidden pretty well, as far as you can tell. Do you get right up to him and speak with him, Toombs?
I'm gonna stay 10 or so feet back, but I'm gonna ask him how it is that he's managed to survive here as long as you have. You haven't got the friendliest of neighbors around this part.
Those things seem to stay. I put out my torch and I stay hidden and.
When we walked into this town,
What was that when you walked?
When we walked into the town, walking on the any of those plants. Can I roll for that now?
No, I don't. You don't even have to roll for it. The effects of the Evernight and the loss of so much sunlight and the penetration of this negative energy into this world has killed off most things that are delicate, so flowers, things of that sort. But the more hardy plants, they're alive, and they are alive in this town. As alive as the rest of the swamp was, anyway. So they don't seem directly affected by anything unnatural beyond what this world has experienced.
I'm trying to figure out what this guy's.
I am
for as long.
Yeah, is that kind of big to theorize that he's been surviving on potatoes, or he could have been surviving on some root veggies and stuff?
Random rabbits inside.
all right. So what we have is we have Scrags and we have Tombs and we have Pickles walking right up to this.
Yeah.
Well, staying at...
Yeah.
I stopped
Okay.
about 10 feet
So
away.
he steps down off of the porch to approach you guys. He steps down off the porch and approach.
Uh-oh. Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, I can't.
He says, "Oh, a kobold? I do not know what."
Hey, I'm gonna hang up the call and come back in, because I'm cutting out a lot, and I want to see if it fixes anything.
It's not just you. I can tell everybody else.
What if we all do that? I don't know. Would that be hard to do? You think?
Hang up and call back?
Disconnect and then come back?
Yeah.
A minute.
Try it and see if that clears up some of our audio, because I do see us.
Hi, Tom.
Oh. Oh. Hi, Randall.
Are you here, Tom?
Yeah. I'm lagging out a bit because everybody's joining again, but I'm here.
Well,
Let's see if that fixed it.
yeah, when I first logged back in, it seemed like my audio was clearer from y'all.
That sounds a lot clearer when you speak right now.
Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah, Mike's doing fine. Fed him. All right, so it is about early evening at this point, and the sun has begun to set. And the three of you guys approach this guy, and as soon as you get to about 10 feet away from him, you smell the stench of grave and dirt and dust.
Oh, that's
Okay?
very familiar sense to me.
And it is as if the what remaining light coming from the shadowy suns above sets beyond the horizon. And as soon as the darkness comes over the area after the sun sets, you see the old man's appearance waste away from his face. and standing before you is a skeletal human being. Its skin black leather parchment. It seems to be wearing clerical vestments, and a cleric's helm. On its side, at its hip, is a warhammer, and he's wearing chainmail. And his true appearance comes out just as the sun sets beyond the horizon. And the three of you guys, being close enough to this stench, I need you to make a Constitution. Ivory, what are you doing? You're not having that right now. You need to make I'm sorry, charisma.
12.
14.
Charisma saving throw?
Wait, hold on. It's a fortitude saving throw, guys. Use your right roll and add your
That's your con.
save modifier.
What's a fortitude?
It's con.
Con.
Okay, I
Still
rolled a
14.
16.
I got an 8.
Anybody?
Audio's cutting out a lot again.
You immediately feel weak and lethargic as the scent of this this creature
Yep.
I can't hear anything from anybody now.
Randall, can you hear me now?
Can you hear us?
I can hear Tom. I just heard Jason, but I haven't heard James in a little bit. His video's fine, but I can't hear him.
You are totally talking.
Yeah, I still didn't hear whatever he just said.
You want an animal cracker?
So Jason, Pickles is at disadvantage on being overwhelmed by this smell. So I think you guys want to initiative.
Nope.
Or is he attacking?
Did you hear that, Rand?
I missed a lot of it.
Anybody that missed our roll is now on disadvantage against everything, and we're going to initiative.
Okay, what was the... Did I miss?
If you roll below
I heard if
Oh,
I rolled
12.
on your
This is really cutting out bad. I'm gonna hang up and come in again.
Is it like we're going into initiative, or is it a choice right now whether or not we want to roll initiative? Is he attacking, or
that's valid. He is not actively attacking you. Do any of you guys speak?
Are you a man of the cloth, sir? I see you carry some clerical instruments. I try to keep my cool
Uh,
about him being dead and all.
just pretend you didn't notice. He says, "I." Hey.
I'm not getting any of this.
Oh. All right. Do you
Brandon,
want
what
me
if
to
you
try
tried
disconnect?
audio only?
Sorry again.
What if you tried audio only?
Just turn off everybody's video.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what would be the better, frame rate.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll
Just turned off my camera just to see if I get better audio from you.
I'll turn off my camera too, just to see. So, sorry, let's try again. What did you say?
It says, "I was a cleric once of the order, but the gods have since turned their back on me. Now they only seek. Now I only seek to punish those who have lived beyond me."
Punish those who have lived beyond you.
Yes.
I can't imagine there are many of them.
Do any of you guys speak? Oh shit.
I speak shit.
I talk shit fluently.
I hate you guys.
Hey, if
I
you're
hate
gonna be
you
out
guys.
there, you gotta
I have the spell comprehend language.
What language is he speaking?
Abyssal.
Where your face is on.
Do any of you guys speak Abyssal?
Cut the video.
Is it?
I do not speak this.
Okay.
I cast comprehend language.
Alright, so you cast Comprehend Languages, and you hear him saying, "Come! Destroy them!" And, give me a perception check, all of you guys. Did Ak go downstairs after getting herself fitted for her dress?
Are you still upstairs trying to do anything?
That was a 15.
No, I'll be heading out.
I got a 7.
So,
I got a 14.
I got a 5.
alright, so anybody that rolled above a 12 is not susceptible to a sneak attack. Okay? And if you rolled above if you rolled a 12 or above, you see the door to what looks like it might be an inn open up, and you see skeletons pouring out of it. Okay? Out of this one door. The first skeleton that exits the door has a bow, and he targets how did Globin do on his perception check? How did Toombs do on his perception?
I got a 14.
Okay, so he shoots a bow at you, and you are aware of it's coming, and it misses you. The other ones come behind it, but they do not get a sneak attack. So now, at this point, we do want to roll initiative.
Am I still hidden?
Yes. Yeah, you'd still be hidden at this
So
point.
do I get a surprise round?
Yeah, you would if you're going to attack with it. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go and cast Eldritch Blast on that, Necromancer.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see. Now let's remember how to do this, Tom. What's my spellcasting modifier? My spellcasting modifier is my charisma, right?
Yep.
Okay, I got a 22.
Dang. Okay, roll damage.
D10. 10. That is 8 damage.
All right. A hit. A very palpable hit. All right, your Eldritch Blast of Energy hits it. You guys see this blast of energy come out from the side where Crawl was hit. That reveals your position. And let me get initiative checks from everybody.
Hello, sirs.
Is there someone else on the call?
Angus, no.
It's Angus.
I got a 1.
I got a dirty 20.
Who got that one?
I'm gonna roll initiative. I guess, you said you were coming out, right?
Yeah, we're starting to head out.
I got an 11.
But am I there yet?
Would Ak roll initiative? She said she was on her way out, but she's not sure if she's out yet.
Ak is going to go last in the order regardless of what she rolls, but I do want you to give me a number.
She rolled a 12, but I rolled a
So
natural
Tomb's got a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Alright, yeah, with that 1 you are gonna go last, Tombs. Okay, what did pick
11.
11?
1.
And Crawl, what'd you
Dirty 20.
and then Ralphie, what's
23.
nice. Alright. And my bad man. Alright. Top of the order, Scrag. You are within 10 feet of this guy.
Then I'll just attack him.
Right.
A 21.
21 is going to is going to hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
8.
8.
Yes.
All right. Crawl, you get to go again.
Okay, does using an ability count as my action?
What ability?
I have this ability that's Grasp of the Kraken.
Does its description say it costs 1 action?
Starting at first level, you gain the ability to call force critical tentacles. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Just 1 second, I just need to read this now, though.
Okay.
Okay, I don't need to worry about that. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and. What are all of the enemies that we can see?
All right. So, you've got this what is called this creature is called a and he's in front of you guys. And you also see 8 skeletons have come out this inn and are approaching you guys. 3 of the 8 have bows, and you can only surmise what they're going to do with those.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack the big guy again.
Okay. All right. Go.
Hit him hard.
Oh, can I do an inside check to see if I know if he's weak to anything? Or what would that be if I wanted to try to?
I don't think you can use insight for that. I think you have to use
Okay.
Or one of the other like dungeoneering knowledge types. All right, so go ahead then.
That is a 22.
22 is gonna hit. Go ahead and roll. Damn.
Would we agree that this is working better for audio?
It seems to be working.
So far, so good. I
still get
That's another 8.
Holy crap! These guys are cutting. All right, now he. Oh wow. That's a dirty 20 on Ralphie's armor class. Ralph, what's your armor class?
15.
Okay, so he lunges forward towards you and reaches out his hand, and as he's reaching out his hand, he says something in some dark, evil language you don't understand, and his hand glows shadowy darkness. He for a whole 3 points of.
Can I hear exactly what he said, what spell he used, since I still have about an hour left on my comprehend language spell?
Oh, okay, yeah. You hear him basically call forth pain and darkness. And well, you're not a cleric, so you don't know what kind of evil that was.
Yeah.
But you know what?
18.
Okay, you see that's necrotic damage, necrotic energy.
Okay.
That came from his hand, and he seemed to have to touch to. All right, Pickle.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking up it. Yeah. I would have looked it up earlier, but I just thought of it. I have something called pack tactics. And when me and I think it's one of those skills in the I have that. But the players around me have advantage if a player around me has advantage attack if an ally is within 5 feet. Who's attacking the big bad?
Pretty much, like everybody at this.
Is Scrag within 5 feet of him now?
Scrags is within 5 feet of him.
Okay, so we do get advantage on attacks against him right now. At least me and Pickles do.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So, because he's within 5 feet of one of your minions, you all get advantage on attacks for him. That's.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have it in front of me, so I don't. I think it's one player.
Yeah, I don't know if Pack Tactics establishes it to all of us, or because it's a racial thing that kobolds have.
All right.
And I don't know if it's an action or if it's instant.
Or just a. It's a passive.
Okay.
You have advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of your allies is within 5 feet of the creature, and the ally is incapacitated.
Oh, so I have I have advantage. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna save my spells because I only have one spell slot left. I'm gonna attack one of the skeletons with my rapier.
All right, so you're gonna have to dash forward to get to one of these skeletons, which you can make in.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
In one move, would that be the move I have? That's the only thing I can do?
No, you run up and you can attack. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
A brave little kobold. All right, you run forward with your rapier, your mighty rapier, and you swing at a skeleton. Go.
I got a dirty 20. I got a 17.
Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
It's a 1d8 slashing for a 6.
Okay, so they have resistance to everything but bludgeoning weapons, so it only does 3 damage. So you see it just kind of splinter off the bones of its rib cage.
Okay.
All right. Next up is a hail of arrows. Well, I guess that's fairly appropriate. Jay, you have 2 arrows coming your direction.
I sing those arrows away.
Okay. You sing one away for 5 damage points.
Sounds good.
And the other one misses you. And Tombs, the other one's coming in at you.
Do I get to roll?
And what's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Okay, that one misses you as well. The other skeletons, there are 3 with bows, as I said. They all took a shot. The other skeletons come forward, and the one that you attacked, Jay, swings at you and misses. And another one steps up to you, and what's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, and that one misses as well. Then the other 3 are moving up to the other companions, but they will not make it in their turn. But that does put them within 10 feet of where you guys are. Next up, you guys are joined by the bride. I don't know, Jess. I imagine is she? How does she enter the fray?
Ock, you're up.
How far away am I?
I don't know. You tell me. You have to be within range of your spell.
About how far away would you say the house was from the windmill?
Well, but that was at least a good 80 feet. 80 to 100 feet.
Then I'll just assume I'm about 100 feet away, because my range is 120, but I figured I'd moved a little bit.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, how close to the fighting am I?
You just entered the scene.
Okay.
It depends on if you run into it.
Jumping out the window.
The closest target to you guys is the.
Now I'm just leisurely strolling.
Oh, you're strolling into the situation?
Yeah. But I do already have
you,
my great axe in hand from chopping up that thing, so.
Alright, so your leisurely stroll is going to set you into the next round of combat. Is that okay?
I would argue her leisurely stroll is why she's taking this long.
Well, how loud is the combat? Would I have heard the combat happening at this point?
Yes.
Okay, then, yeah, I start running once I hear the combat.
Okay, so,
Here comes the bride.
Damn it, Jason.
Alright, so, do you have any range weapons? Because you're not going to make melee this turn.
Yeah, I do. I have hand axes that I can throw, and I have javelins.
Okay, and a bunny.
I have a bunny.
No.
Oh.
No.
I was going to say,
So,
I'm pretty sure I didn't get that.
No, you didn't get the bunny. All right. So, do you want to throw a hand axe at a target, or are you gonna close on melee on the next turn?
Yeah. I'll.
You can run. You can run the maximum.
I'll throw one of my javelins.
Briar.
Are you throwing it at a skeleton or at the one that seems to be surrounded by a couple of your companions?
I'm going to be throwing it at the creepy thing that stinks.
Okay.
Why me?
The other guy stinks more than you right now.
Oh, okay.
Nice. All right. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
Are you all done drawing?
So I got a 14 and
I thought you were drawing. Are you done drawing? You don't want to draw anymore?
Here we go.
All right. What was your total then?
Sorry?
Yeah, that's a hit. So why don't you go ahead and roll damage?
Yeah, I'm rolling it right now. I got a 9. Or is it plus?
Nope, you got a 9.
Okay.
Good job.
You got a 9 with a freaking javelin? Holy crap!
1d6 plus 3.
Damn. Alrighty. Top of the at the bottom is Tombs. What do you do?
Everybody go for the big guy, and I use my divine domain to turn undead. Channel divinity to turn undead.
Nice.
All right.
I hold my book in the air and speak a prayer. Right.
Okay.
How
does that work?
Each undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Nice.
Hey, wait. I want to know what that prayer sounds like. If I gotta tell a story, I want to know what that prayer is.
Jergal,
That's fair.
These fiends are an affront to your... affront to all you stand for. Turn them away.
All right.
Nice.
So, charisma save. Ooh, that's not great. What's the save DC for that?
I don't know.
It's based on charisma,
On my charisma.
and it's your proficiency and your charisma modifier. Oh, but your charisma modifier is a -1, so yeah, you did hurt your turning ability with
I
that.
didn't know that was based on my charisma. It says wisdom saving
Remember,
throw.
you have that bardic inspiration still too, Randall.
Oh. Oh, do I get to roll that then?
No,
You get an extra 1d6 for your ability.
right. He's not using an ability right now that he can roll for. He's just doing a turn undead, and your DC is based on your charisma modifier and your your spell proficiency?
So it's a... My spell proficiency... My spell casting ability is a +5. But my... I don't know how this works. So my spell casting modifier is a +5. My charisma is a -1. My proficiency is a +2. I'm not really sure what all to put together for that.
It's a channel divinity. That's too cute, dude.
DC equals my cleric save spell. Cleric spell save DC. Cleric spell save DC. So that's a 13.
It's a 13.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, all but 2 of them, one of them being an archer, and one of them being carrying a sword and shield, they turn and they start moving away from you guys as fast as their skeleton feet can go.
What about the big guy? Is he an undead?
The big guy seems to be unaffected. But you have actually the 3 that were surrounding Pickles have left him alone, so you probably just saved his life.
Again.
Alright, at the top of the order is going to be Scrags.
So there's only 2 skeletons and the big guy left?
Yeah, well, the other skeletons are still moving around, but they moved away.
And of course the big guy that touched me is in front of me.
Right.
So I guess I'm just going to attack him again. He's right there.
Right.
That made 25.
That is a hit.
And that's another 8. So I probably did like 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Shut up. I don't have any weapons. Fuck face.
Or big old spells coming at it, right?
Or big old spells coming at it.
Alright, Crawl, you're up next. So yeah, your short sword just kind of splintered its pieces a bit, but did much less damage than seems like it should have.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll move forward my 30 feet so I can try to get closer to everybody.
Okay.
This is why I did not want to go through the Deadmire.
Did you say that in character?
Yes. I hate undead.
Alright, so you move up, Crawl. What are you doing when you move up?
I'm going to... Is Scrag still within 5 feet of Big Bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want me to move, I can always move. You just need to say so.
No, I get extra damage, or I get advantage when you're close to him. That's all I wanted to know.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So he's like, actually, stay there.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt.
Oh, okay.
On the big bad.
I want you to roll a 1 right now.
First roll spellcast modifier is a. It's gonna be a 21.
Okay. Roll damage.
Well, that was a 1.
That's the one I was looking for. You only get a 1 then?
Yeah, I did 1 damage.
Okay, so with all the spells that you've thrown at it and his couple of hits it's taken, he's in really rough shape. There's not much left of his bones, but he's up. That was not a big hit, but I should have mentioned he's not bloodied because he's a skeleton, but he's hurt.
If he had blood.
It is.
Hello, sirs.
Yeah, if he had blood, it would be in the place. So you see him hold up that glowing black hand, and he another beseeching his evil and he cast Bane. So all of you guys need to make charisma saving.
That would be charisma.
That is an 8, sir.
That is a natural 20, sir.
16 for me.
Wait, my saving throw is just a d20 plus my charisma modifier, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yes, that is an 8.
10.
23.
Oh wait, where's the saving throw? 12.
Okay. Not quite high.
Where's the saving?
Randall and Tom, you guys are both affected by Bane.
No, brother.
You basically have been cursed by evil, and for the next minute, whenever you make a attack or saving throw, you subtract a d4 from the result. Okay.
You really adopted the darkness.
Sorry about that.
Crawl, I think that last
Pickles,
hit
you're up.
actually healed him some.
Pickles, you're up.
Go.
Gosh. So the skeletons that were going to kill me, they're
running away.
Yeah, they're running away.
At
And there's
top
two
speed. Every turn they're running away is going to be turns they're going to have to take trying to come back.
How far away do they go?
Their entire speed.
For how long again?
1 minute.
I'm still gonna save my spell, and I'm gonna attack the skeleton closest to me.
Okay.
I'm really afraid of that big guy, and I don't want to get split in half.
He's not a big guy. All right, what do you roll to hit?
That is 16.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
With everyone else.
6 again.
All right. So that's not really a 6. You understand, right?
Yeah. But if I told you 3, you'd give me a 1.
Yeah. All right. So now we have one archer taking a shot off at Tombs again. And with your big old armor class, it's going to miss.
Yes, sir.
And then the other one comes forward. Actually closes in on Crawl and takes a swing with a longsword. And what's your AC again, Crawl?
Let's see. I I do not remember casting mage armor. Yeah, I didn't cast mage armor this session, so my armor class is an 11.
Yeah. Okay, so you got hit.
Be gentle.
For 70. Ouch.
I'm alright. I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
We're cool. With a flesh wound.
And we are at Ock.
Heard him.
Okay, the right now the one causing the most trouble is the archer, right? So
I don't know. There's still the necromancer in front of you guys.
That's true.
Slinging.
I'll take my great axe and charge him to chop him down.
Okay. So within melee of him was and Tombs. It seems to be it. So I think you got nope. Go ahead and make it.
Great. Do I do another +5?
That is the math that so I think you just
Okay. So, I got a 10 on that. Not great.
Okay.
Did that hit?
So you rush forward, swinging your mighty axe, and it goes sail. You know, kind of splitting the air between the rest of you guys as you guys are. So that did miss.
Stupid stinky man, stand still! Aquan hit you!
If Jess is there, Randall should be there.
Did someone say something to me?
Wow. Yeah, you're up.
My turn?
It's.
Sorry, it's still
It's
coming.
cutting out again.
Come on, Discord. You were better.
Maybe next time we should try just...
Yeah, it's your.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna use my mace and try to attack whatever arm or hand he is using to hold his holy symbol.
Okay. I like it. Go ahead. Make it.
So, proficiency of 4. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Woohoo! Nice. Okay.
Get a good amount of damage.
And that's a 1d6. And that's a full 6 plus 2, 8 damage.
And it's a crit, so it does 16. You were going for that arm, but your mace goes right through him, and being able to do full damage with a blunt weapon, it shatters him into pieces.
All right.
Okay, well, so now I'm gonna just start searching his corpse for. No, it's probably not out of initiative yet, right?
No, we're not. Top of the order, though, is Scrags.
Shut up.
Damn it! Did I get his name?
Is it dead yet?
Yeah, the big guy's dead.
How far are the skeletons from me then?
They're about 20 feet away from you. No, they're only about 10 feet away from you because they moved up on pickles. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeletons that have left the area.
Alright, I'll whack a skeleton.
Okay.
26.
26 hits. Roll for damage.
I've rolled 4 every time, so that's 8.
That's actually enough to take that one down. The only one left is the archer. And Crawl, you're up next.
Wait, somebody killed the guy that was hitting me?
Yes. That's the one that Scrags just killed.
Oh, neat. Thank you.
And there's one archer left, and then there's the 6 that have moved away. Afraid
Well
of.
then, how close am I to the archer?
About 20 feet away from the archer, because that skeleton moved up to you too. So yeah.
Then I will cast Eldritch Blast on the archer.
All right. Roll the hits.
My goodness. That is a 18.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Damage.
And that one is down as well. Okay. There are 6 skeletons that have moved away. You can go after them, or you can run away from them, or if you go after them, we're going to stay in melee or in initiative. But they will be back soon. As a matter of fact, it looks like 4 of them have actually moved far enough away that they're out of sight through the fog.
Can we? Those things could come back any time now, and when they do, they may bring some friends. What say we step inside a building and see if we can't bottleneck them in a little bit?
I say we go inside of the windmill and we can kind of try to search until they get back.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. So you all go into the windmill and shut the door?
Well, yeah,
I don't know about shutting the door. Do
Okay.
we want to shut the
So
door?
you go.
I don't know why we don't shut the door. If they think we're gone, they probably will leave us alone.
Huh? Okay, I'm game
Big
with that.
dude's dead.
Okay. So you guys go in there and you shut the door, leaving the corpse of the necromancer on the doorstep.
Wait, we didn't search his body.
We're still in initiative.
Not yet.
I'm gonna search his body before.
Okay, so you
If they're not
you're
back
all
yet, we could
you
open
all
the
are
door.
rushing towards the.
Just open the door and drag him in.
He stinks.
Eddie, we gotta cut his head off and funeral.
No, all you gotta do is cut his head off and throw it further away. Okay. I don't know. So, do you guys want to search it here or search it inside the? I would allow you to drag it in. I don't care.
Drag it in.
Let's drag it inside.
I'm gonna head
Alright,
up to the
I'll be
window
right-
and look down to spot any incoming horde.
Okay. I'll be right back.
He's got to go get some more zombies.
The audio seems to be working a little better.
But still cutting out at times. I don't know if it's Discord or my internet signal or what. I think even if we don't use Roll20, we should try Roll20's video chat just to see how effective it is.
It wouldn't hurt.
Okay. So you're looking out the window. And yes, indeed, you guys called it. You actually see about a dozen skeletons come back when 6 of them fled. You guys search the body of this necromancer, and you find that it's let me see. We're gonna go ahead and roll here. Ralphie, you're gonna roll it because you were like, "Oh, hey, we're on the way in, and I'm gonna search it on the way through the door." Toombs wanted to take the combat round to do it. Like, boy, World of Warcraft, we used to call that. We had a special name for people that did that. All right.
I was joking.
What's that?
I was joking.
Oh, I know. All right. So, Ralphie, roll a percentile die.
$38.
Okay. You find a potion with a red liquid in it. And you know by now that this is a potion of healing. And roll again.
Okay, nobody got seriously hurt this time.
84.
Alright. You find a scroll. He has a scroll tube on his belt, and he is also wearing a chainmail armor that seems to have resisted the amount of time he's been wearing it. It is still very, very shiny. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Did you say the zombies have moved on away from us, or they're just outside the lighthouse?
The skeletons that fled from your turning ability have begun to return because we're out of combat now. And you see where there was 6, there is now 12.
I extinguished the torch.
Okay. So you head on up the stairs in this windmill. There is a bottom floor to this windmill, and that's where you guys kind of are. And then you see a winding, a tightly wound staircase in the center of the room. There are 4 pillars outside of the staircase supporting the structure above. And this winding staircase goes up. You head up because you want to extinguish the...
Correct. I actually meant to say that was the window I wanted to look out to spot the zombies, but...
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you can see them from the ground floor just as well as above.
Yeah, then I make my way up to the top.
Does anybody else go up there with you?
I'll go up there with him.
Okay. All right, you go up there and you find basically you open a door onto the second floor, and you are immediately like you smell dust and decay from the three bodies up here, and there is a it looks like a torch, but it's not flickering naturally. As you approach it, you realize it's not a torch. It's actually it's a light spell that's been cast on a torch, actual torch stick. You can't extinguish it because it is called an ever burning torch.
Is it producing heat?
Nope.
Okay, I pull it down and
Just
wrap it
light.
in that cloak. I took off the dead priests and the priests of Tyr. I took one of
Okay.
their cloaks. I wrapped that around the torch.
So an ever burning torch is basically a torch that is always magically lit. It's got a light spell cast on it with permanency. It's effectively a flash, basically.
So it's a British torch then?
What do the rest of you guys do?
How rotten are
I know this is really inopportune time, but I've got to head out.
Okay. That's fair. Any last actions you want to do before you go? Anything I need to prepare for? Or give you next time you...
Does Ock have a backpack?
I imagine. Ock, do you have a backpack? Does your character have a backpack?
Let me double check. I think I do have a traveling pack, but let me double check.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah,
I
what
have an
he...
explorer's
Yeah, let's say she...
pack, so... And a
Yeah.
belt pouch.
Can I attempt to hide in it so I don't, just get dismembered?
Oh, you
Yeah.
want to hide in the backpack?
No, you're... Yeah,
sure.
you're small size.
Some Banjo-Kazooie status stuff right here.
Yeah, sure.
So
Hanging
you-
out of my backpack or on my shoulders or something. You're pretty small, right?
Yeah, and the funny thing is you guys look around and suddenly Crawl has disappeared. And your backpack is just a little bit heavier, Ock.
I'll see you guys later.
Thanks,
See ya,
Tom.
Tom.
See you later. Be safe. Happy birthday.
So was there anything...
So what is...
What, Ock, do you wanna... What were you gonna ask?
Oh. How rotten are the corpses?
They're about 100 years old.
Oh.
They're not moving or anything like that. They're dead.
Yeah, never
They
mind.
are dead,
Tastes
dead.
good meat. Any other food that would be around that I can search for and smell out?
You hungry, Ock? I got
Food?
some horse meat.
Ooh, give
Oh no, there's nothing edible in here anymore. No.
Your backpack's got a dragon in it. A little dragon.
All right, so everybody, are you guys gonna search this place for other stuff, or?
Well, yeah, we can search around. I mean, you said it was evening anyway, right?
Yeah, this seems
Did
like a
the-
good place
did
to
Tom-
maybe hold up for the night.
What else do we want to deal with?
Well, that's what I was thinking. We can search the place and hold up for the night.
Did the zombies do anything when Randall hid the flame torch?
Good question. No, it did not seem to have any effect on them. They're still kind of milling about. And now, knowing what you know about the undead, they're left with the last action that last command that they were given. So all they know now is to kill you on sight, but they don't have the presence of mind to look for you.
Yeah, I say we get some rest here while we can.
Okay, I plant myself in front of the door and just kind of glare and growl at it like a dog would.
And I give you some
Chainmail
horse
is
meat.
heavy armor, right, James?
Chainmail, yeah, that's probably is heavy in this edition. I'm not sure.
It is. So who in the group wears heavy armor?
Is it? You said it was scale mail or chain mail?
Chainmail.
Is that?
Is that better than what you already got?
Well, I don't have proficiency in heavy armor. If I wear armor I'm not proficient in, I'm losing my magic.
Chainmail wouldn't be too heavy.
Yeah, let me find here. Chainmail
Alright,
is a heavy
so-
armor.
Right.
Well, it's
So
on
you-
itself
you
for a
can't-
penny anyway.
So you can or can't wear it.
I cannot wear. Well, I can wear it, but I'll lose all my magic casting ability.
I don't think you do as a cleric, do you?
No. That's what he was, right?
Yeah.
I gain. If I wear armor, I don't have proficiency in. I lose, or I gain disadvantage on all magic and saving throws and stuff.
As a cleric?
Yeah.
Huh. That's
That doesn't
that's
sound
odd.
right. Yeah.
Well, let me. I just assumed that was. Let me check.
Yeah, I think clerics are different than that.
Yeah, but he's only proficient in light and medium armor.
Correct.
So if you wear any
Chain.
chainmail is heavy.
Chainmail is heavy. If it were scale mail or a chain shirt, I could have taken it.
And he wouldn't lose anything because he's proficient in that.
Holy shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, they've done a lot of stupid stuff in this edition, James Taylor. That as the more I play, the more I realize this edition's really not so great.
The suit includes gauntlets, chainmail armor, weapon strength is 55. It is a heavy armor, but the only thing I see for disadvantage is on stout. But clerics are not proficient with it, so
No, it probably says something.
well, a
proficient.
cleric. I was not aware of that, so I'm not going to have a cleric wearing an
Chainmail?
NPC cleric wearing chainmail. So it is a chain shirt.
Ah, then that is a story from another book. I can use that.
So you can use that, but also so can pretty much anybody else that can wear medium armor.
Can anyone
So
else
you
wear
guys
medium
will
armor?
have to.
I think I can, but it's pointless about Aaron.
Yeah, you're better off with no armor, right?
Yeah, the less for me, less is more. Plus, I don't want to cover up my beautiful wedding dress. It's my newest pretty.
You know what's really stupid?
Ivory, you don't do
Is-
that, honey.
Breastplate and half plate are medium armors.
Yeah, but chainmail
Breastplate
is
and
heavy.
half plate are medium. Yeah, because those are just the top half, basically half armors, half
They're
piece of
still
armor.
heavier than chainmail.
Yeah, no, that not the single piece might not be.
Oh yeah, if you I don't know.
Well, Nina with your bunny, but good job.
That's not the same as putting it in the caca place, but that's okay. Alright, so you have chainmail armor that pretty much anybody can wear. So
chain
you
shirt
guys
armor.
have to chain shirt armor.
I got a pretty decent armor class, but I am intrigued by this armor. I'll happily trade a magical, ever-burning torch for it. If anybody else is interested in the chain shirt. Does anybody else even want the chain shirt?
Well,
I can't wear it.
I'm not telling you all what to do, but anybody that has an armor class less than what his is should be interested in it.
Even if you don't have proficiency in medium armor.
It has, you'd want to have proficiency in medium armor for it, yes.
Yeah, I have light armor.
Okay.
Scrags?
Ralphie? Can you use medium armor, Ralph? As a rogue? Ralphie?
That one. I did one yellow.
Ralphie, are you there?
I did one yellow.
Is medium armor something that Crawl can use?
I did one, Mama.
No. Ralphie.
What?
Ralphie.
Yeah?
Maybe he's in the restroom.
I'm here.
He says he's here.
Oh.
Can't you just
so
like,
yeah,
turn around
Ralph-
and see him?
Barbarians. Barbarians can wear medium armor.
Yeah, but
You lose
Aren't
your
they bet-
unarmored defense.
yeah, aren't they better off without armor, especially for my rage attacks?
Yeah, you can't.
Hi, Mama.
You can't wear heavy armor, I think, for your rage attack.
Yeah, heavy armor affects you.
I thought anything more than lightweight would affect my character.
You have, and then you have something.
It says while raging, you gain the benefits if you aren't wearing heavy. Medium armor would affect your unarmored defense.
What does your unarmored defense bring you to? Tom says Crawl cannot use medium armor.
So Auk could wear it, but she would lose her armor class ability, which is what gives you your 10 plus Dex modifier plus your Con modifier for armor. That's where your armor class currently comes from.
10
If you
plus
wear the
Dex?
chainmail, then you
Yeah, I think I'm good with that.
Sounds like I'm the only one who's interested. I'll take the chain shirt.
Rabbit. What? Rabbit? Rabbit.
Dex Auk.
It's me, guys.
Good lord.
Mama, I'm hungry.
Hungry again?
I'm hungry. Hungry. Hungry.
You want some bread?
No.
You want an applesauce?
No.
Little fish?
No.
Little fish?
No. Peanuts. Some peanuts.
I think there's some nuts at the bottom of here, but there's a mixed nuts.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now.
Holy crap. Yes, are you there? Yes, can you guys hear me?
What'd you say?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you better now.
Okay, so what is Jess's Dex modifier for Auk?
Dexterity modifier is +1.
So that would bring your armor class to a 14 instead of whatever it is now.
It's currently a 14.
Okay. So it's the same with or without the chain shirt. So if nobody else is interested in it, it is a chain shirt that you've got.
Okay.
Tombs.
Well, someone else found it though, right? So do I just assume he's giving it to me, or should I?
I don't want it.
Yeah, I'll take it. You want a flashlight?
Nah, I don't want to.
Oh. You can put some lotion on it? That's good.
Well, Randall, you were worried about not being able to cast light. Now you can cast light.
I'll give it.
Okay.
I'll give the ever-burning torch to Ock.
Oh, that's good. Look
All
at
right,
you
so
in your pajamas. Oh, you so
everybody
cute.
give me a perception check if you are searching the house for other things that are
I would
not
like
the
to
house.
continue searching. Yes.
I got a 20. 19. Natural 20 minus 1 is 19.
I got a 12.
All right. So, you guys basically spend some time here because you're going to sleep the night, so you guys search over the place really well. It becomes pretty clear after you search this place that this was the dwelling of the very being that you struck down. His name and life, as you derive from a journal that you find.
There you go, Randall. Drew him down.
Yep, I got my notebook open. Let's hear it.
The journal, basically, it's his. He kept a journal of his priestly life, basically.
I would like to keep that
But
journal.
flipping. Okay. As you flip through it, you see toward the end of the end of his journal keeping days, he had begun to question his god and the tenets of his god. The man's name was Filvar Lesk. Filvar, Filvar Lesk, Lesk. And he was a priest that served in Cotswold for some time. Just about the time he began to question his god's tenets, Evernight occurred, and the remaining scribblings in the back of the book were just basically the scribblings of madness as he apparently wasted away into whatever he became.
Who was the god he served?
You find Tyr.
Tyr again.
Yeah, you find the robes of the god Tyr, the god of justice, in his closet. And they've actually been stained with something that smells foul. Maybe he defaced it or something of that sort. You find the brooch bearing the symbol of the god Tyr as well on it. You also find 45 gold.
Do we want Did one of us in particular find it, or do we all just kind of find gold lying around as we're searching?
Ralphie got a natural 20 on his roll. I'd say Ralphie finds the gold. You basically got the journal and were
pretty happy with that.
Pretty absorbed with that.
Okay.
Ralph, Jay, what did you get for your check?
I got a 12, but I would like.
What was that? You'd like to?
I got a 12, but I'd like to talk to Tomb for a minute.
Okay.
Cleric Tomb Pickles have seen you create and fix things at camp. Can you fix those cleric robes with your mending?
That I can. I cast mending and fix the robes.
Okay. Maybe it'll clean them off, and maybe we can use them.
I can't clean them.
Yeah.
I can just piece together. So mending.
No, I would say mending. Yeah, it cleans them up. Mending does the same thing for you. I'll rule that.
Okay.
It basically cleans it up, shines it up, repairs it, stitches it back together if it's torn.
That's
So
a
you
cantrip,
got-
right? So it's not a spell.
It is a cantrip, correct?
Cool.
So
I got a 12.
You have a practically brand new robe of the god tier. And Ralphie, you also find another potion having a silvery color to it.
My perception check was a dirty 20, by the way. But I'm pretty happy with the book. But just in case you want to give me more, I'll take more too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
No.
Did you roll a perception for your safety?
Did you hear that, Ralphie?
What? No, I didn't.
Okay, you find 45 gold, and you also find a potion with a silvery kind of color to it. All it takes is I think it's an arcane roll to identify a potion.
I also have an
Remember, you
herbalism-
also got that cap that hasn't been identified. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and say that Tombs took a good look at that cap. What's that?
I have a herbology kit that says if I smell a potion and roll high enough, I might be able to identify some plant influence.
Okay. Yeah, you want to use that and identify this potion that?
Sure. So I think it'd just be an up and down 20, and you could just decide whether it was high enough or whatever. That's a natural 1.
Smells like water.
It smells like it smells like sugar water. You're pretty sure it's syrup, like for pancakes.
This is probably alcoholic or something. It just smells like candy to me.
So do you tuck it away, Scrags, anyhow?
Yes.
All right. So, you guys have pretty much searched this place high and low, and beyond that, all you find is the typical things that you would find in a fairly well-kept home.
Are there any plant type of things that I might be able to use with my herbology kit to try and put it with a high enough roll and like 2 hours supposedly and the right materials I can produce a healing potion?
No, you don't find any living plants of any kind in here that he would have been tending to or anything like that here.
Okay.
The skeletons outside, as the night wears on, they kind of they spread out pretty well as they're just kind of milling about before eventually standing completely still. Just as you've seen as you moved into the area. And as the night wears on, do you want to place watches through the evening?
That sounds like a good
Always.
idea. Always. You gentlemen want to stay here, or would present company care to spend the night in this humble abode? I think it sounds like a good idea.
Thought that was planned.
I second that.
Yeah.
So,
should we take turns keeping watch? I volunteer first watch.
First watch for Tombs. Second watch
I'll go second.
for Pickles. Third watch.
Ock, take third.
Third watch. Hawk. And Scrags on fourth watch. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Tooms, you're up and you're doing your rituals and you're reading and you're probably transcribing some into the book along with the name. Reading the. Do you have investigation?
Yes, I believe I do. Let me double check. No, I do not. I have insight
Okay.
and religion, but not investigation.
Okay.
My investigation is decent, it's just not... Well, no, it's a 0. Never mind.
So reading through the book as you go, it seems to you that the the madness basically drove him insane, and insane enough to the point where he stopped eating and stopped drinking and basically wasted away and died. Whatever forces of Evernight brought him back to become this evil necromantic being that you guys have destroyed. Your watch goes quietly. Pickles, you wake up and play a soft song while everybody's sleeping. Your watch also goes quietly. Ak, what does Ak do when she's doing watch? Does she sit there just basically putting her hand over her mouth knowing she's trying to be quiet and let everybody sleep?
No, I just sit there and quietly growl at the door. Like a dog.
Very nice. Okay.
Oh, during my watch I was watching for any sort of rodent or anything that might be in the place.
Oh yeah, you don't see anything.
Okay.
Ak, as you're watching the door, you actually at one point you hear steps come towards the door. And then what do?
Get my battle axe ready, get in a fighting stance, and maybe kick the person closest to me awake.
Okay. But you don't open the door and charge the darkness or anything like that?
No, not yet.
Okay. After a few moments, it wanders away, because it failed its notice check. Perception check, rather. And Scrags, you get up and what do? Sharpen your short swords and so on? And,
yeah.
Your watch goes quietly as well. So nothing happens through the evening. The sky gets a bit brighter as the morning comes. And what do you guys do?
So it's morning now? We've all recovered everything we lost? We didn't happen to level up or anything?
Nope.
I'm guessing. Okay.
We did not.
Oh, I feel my power rushing through me again. It feels so nice to have rested. I'm ready to take on the world again. Press on, or do we want to check out some more of these houses around?
Well, are the zombies still out?
You look outside, and you count about 8 of them in the immediate. But they're spaced fairly apart. You might be able to get out the same way that you've traveled along the plains to get here.
With parity rolls.
Could we?
You did notice there is a back door to this place, so you could go out the other way. You would still need to do stealth checks and.
Should we just open the door and see if we can't get one to investigate a little closer and just bash it to pieces before taking on a single zombie? It'd probably be a lot easier than taking on all 8 at once. Can we lure one in and take care of it under safety of these walls?
That's up to you guys. You want to try that tactic and see if you can weed them down, or just stealthily kind of...
I don't see any reason to kill them. I'm afraid something might happen where the rest of them...
Scribes, Ock, are you feeling particularly stealthy?
Ouch.
Always stealthy. Oh, greatest rogue ever.
They roll a perception check to see if they hear her yell. And being stealthy with her voice. I guess it also matters if you want to search other houses or just kind of get out.
I'm all for finding more supplies. If we can do it sneaky.
The only thing I will tell you as far as supplies go, you're not going to find any edible food because we're talking about 100 years having passed this.
How are our rations looking? Pretty good chunk.
Well, I think you guys all started with 3 days rations, right?
Yeah.
Well, you are into the second day.
We also found a few days' rations on the followers of Tyr, and
you guys
I've still got a pretty
guys got
significant
those.
chunk of horse meat.
I think your rations are still.
And how? Anybody have any idea how much longer it's going to take to get out of here? What would you say? We're about halfway through.
You are smack dab in the middle of the Deadmire.
I'm a curious sort. I'm willing
So
to look
you
through
are
a few more
about-
houses.
All right. So you want to check out more houses, or do you want to put it?
If you check out more houses, help me. I don't want him to go by himself.
Ralphie, what is Scragg's?
Well, how much longer do you think it's going to take to travel to Cormier?
You guys could make Cormier by nightfall.
If we leave now.
Right.
If we don't leave now, then it's going to be another night before we get there.
Right. You should also think about whether you want to get to the city under darkness or under daylight. You know, as far as however you're going to get in there, however you're going to present yourself, and so on.
I think the daylight would be better for that. Nighttime sounds like we're trying to raid this.
Is there, if we left later, would we exit the Deadmire before dark?
Yeah, I mean, you could time it to do that, but you would be traveling through the Deadmire through the darkness.
We probably want to get out of the Deadmire before it gets dark.
Yes.
Unless you just want to spend the whole day searching here, spend the night here again, and leave tomorrow.
I don't know about the
You
amount of
could
stuff
easily
we'll find. Whole day.
You could easily spend a whole day searching this town.
I admit
But
I like things. I'd be happy to spend the day here, but I'm not gonna do that and hold everybody up if you're interested in getting a move on.
I don't know if the amount of stuff we find risk of alerting more skeletons to our direction.
Yeah, we might get more than we bargained for by hanging around all day.
All right. Well, let's head them out. Uncircle the wagons and get back on the trail.
Right.
So, how do you guys want to get out of here? Just stealthily, or you want to fight?
No, stealthily the way we've been going is fine.
Do we
All right,
wanna...
give me a stealth roll for everybody, and I just want somebody to roll a 1, and we'll be.
James has still got to kill one of us, so we need to hit a 1 at some point, right?
Oh, trust me. My plan is working just as I designed.
Yeah, whatever.
23. Woo, look at that.
You rolled a 1?
So I got a 5.
Say a total of a 5.
Yep.
I rolled a
All right,
17.
well, okay. So I am gonna roll a perception on Ox 5. You guys start moving out of the town, and she makes a little bit noise, and you do that thing where you like, ooh, you kind of hunch your head, like, oh, that could be bad. But fortunately for her and the rest of you guys, the nearest skeletons did not make notice of her. You guys start moving out of the town, and it seems like maybe you guys made the right choice. As you're moving out of this village, you start to see that some of the doors are even left open, and you find basically the worn and torn and destroyed items that people had to ditch to leave this town in a hurry during Evernight. It seems that when Evernight occurred, people left the town quickly, probably going to Cormier to take refuge there or somewhere else. But you see signs of a hasty retreat from this. And then you start heading into the thicker portions of the Deadmire. It's almost as if Cotswold was the center and not foggy and dead as the rest of the area seems. So you guys begin to move out into this this dead swampy plains that you managed to avoid for the last few. This pressing sadness starts to settle on some of you again as you move through it, but you're aware of its effects, and you're able to maintain your motivations and move through the dead. Ralphie, are you keeping spot again up ahead?
Yeah.
All right, give me a perception check.
Not too far, but
Not too.
13.
So, Ralph, as you're moving forward, you guys have kind of managed to stick to what feels like a road for a good chunk of the, and the land kind of, as it goes off to your left and right as you're walking along this road, the water gets deep, and at one point you look off into the distance, and you see the water move with something moved through it in the water.
How deep is this water?
You see that it kind of slopes down the curb, what would be like the curbside. Maybe it's 3 to 4 feet deep, maybe a little deeper in some area.
They're not walking through this.
Yeah, no, you're able to, as you're going forward, you're able to kind of pick out a safe path for walking.
Okay.
Do you continue to walk on?
Well, what choice do we have?
And Ralphie, do you inform them of some kind of movement up ahead? Or do you go back and tell them? the Scrags go back and say, "Hey."
Well, I'm not that far away from him, anyways.
So you guys continue on. All right. I need everybody now to give me perception checks.
Hey, can we guess that the sadness and the what actually killed that cleric? Is that what killed him? Same thing.
Yeah, you definitely yes.
Okay. I was just wondering. I got a 5.
Definitely.
17.
5.
Oh, hi, honey. What you doing? You want to ring the bells? All right. In just a few minutes, we'll go. Just a few minutes. Go watch the TD, and we'll ring the bells in a little bit. Wow, you don't. She does not understand. Like, not right now. Oh, and just. All right. So, as you're moving, you stop and you look off maybe 10, 12 feet away. And you see two kind of like pale green orbs sitting about just off the side of the curve. And the pale green orbs, there's like a darkness and a heaviness to the side of it. It almost kind of sucks your will right in. I want you to give me a wisdom save.
Is that everybody or just him?
Just
Just talk.
All right, honey. Just a minute.
17. 18.
8. Okay, so you're able to kind of shrug off this this oppressiveness that seems to be over the whole area. Other.
What was that?
He said he'll be right.
Oh.
Hey, Randall.
Hey, Jason.
Did you hear when I told you that we were down to
Down to what?
6 jags a week?
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
Good thing we already pulled all those kits of 4.
Yeah. There's still kids of 4. They're not going to change that.
Oh, good.
Not until
We'll
next
just
kid after
do
that.
1.5 per week.
Yeah, basically. So I took next.
You what? You took next what?
I said so. I took next week.
Oh,
Week.
cool. Well, enjoy your time off.
Yeah.
You just gonna play golf every single day?
I wish. No, I can't afford.
Go camping?
I'm hoping to go camping once. A lot of reading. And out.
Don't go camping around other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
Hail.
Hail and well met.
I gotta check one thing here before. All right. So hey, Ak, you saw those pale green eyes, in the water, and you felt this sense of sadness and basically like inability to move for just a moment, and you shrugged off this this paralysis effect that was coming over you. And what's your AC? Oh wait, your nasty AC. And then what's your AC? Pickles.
14.
All right. So, jumping out of the water, you see 3 giant frogs, and they are a black and green emaciated kind of look to them. They look like, I wouldn't say they're not zombie frogs, but they are definitely they definitely have been somehow affected by this this undead swamp. Their skin is like black and emaciated and sunken in, and it looks like they have not eaten but maybe subsisted on some darkness that is feeding them. They jump out of the water next to you guys, with the exception of the one nearest Pickles, who jumps out and bites onto him and grapples him.
Everybody loves a pickle.
Everybody loves a pickle, indeed.
And we hear.
I need initiative rolls.
We hear a satisfying crunch.
And Jay, you need to give me a grapple check, which is a strength or dex modifier plus a d20.
I can
versus
choose which
my
one.
grapple.
Good, because my strength is not good.
All right.
I rolled a 6. Saving dex.
Plus your dexterity modifier. It's not a saving throw.
Not a saving throw?
No.
Can we make it a saving throw this time?
What's that?
Can we make it a saving throw this time?
No, not this time. Next time.
My dex is a +3 then, so...
Okay. So they jump out, and this one frog jumps out, and being that it's about 6 foot long and nearly as tall, it swallows Pickles whole.
Oh God!
There goes
Jay, Pickles takes 6 damage from the hit and the acid in its gullet.
A total of 6?
Yep.
Okay. Down to 9.
You guys turn and you see like Pickles' foot sticking out of this thing's mouth.
It's a good-looking foot, though.
And maybe just the end of his mandolin.
Looks like we got ourselves a couple of music lovers. And I roll a 6 for initiative.
We're gonna go ahead and hold off on initiative, and we're gonna pick this up next time.
Okay. This was fun. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, Pickles.
Yeah, I'm rolling up a new character now.
The other one had leaped out. They choose the smallest targets first, and
someone's in a backpack right now.
That one missed
so who's
you.
the next smallest?
And somebody's in a backpack. Yeah. You know, that's actually not a bad way to do it. We could just, like, anybody not here winds up in Ox backpack. You know?
Except for Scrat.
No, we'll just, heck with physics. Also Scrags.
She's got a pocket spa in her backpack.
Yeah.
So, the next, Jess, your homework, is to tell me what being inside your backpack is like. What do you have in there? What kind of experience is that?
Dead buddy.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for playing with me.
Oh,
Have a good night, guys.
was there anything? Was there anything about the male shirt?
Yeah, you guys gotta. We need to talk about that next time because you also have a skull cap item, and there is something about the shirt too. But you guys have to do what's called an identify check on it.
There's a spell of identify, but I don't got it.
There is a spell, but you also can use arcane knowledge and spend a few hours with an item to find out what it does.
Can we say maybe I was doing that a little bit during the night?
Not after we said that you were playing with your journal during the night.
That's fine.
So I would have gladly handed that off for Crawl to do. But you have to have some arcane knowledge to be able to kind of decipher what an item does. So that would be him. And there's something in this game called attuning yourself to an item.
Mm-hmm.
And some items, if they're the more powerful type of item, you have to be attuned to it to use it. And attuning means you have to be able to spend some time with it, figure out what it does, find out if it has any keywords to activate a spell or an ability or something, and then you can attune yourself to it. Some items have prerequisites for attuning. So you have to be, this item might be only, you have to be an elf to attune to it, or an orc or whatever to attune to an item.
So would I be able to wear it?
But that can be done by anybody.
Would I be able to wear it and just use it as a normal chain shirt for now? And its special properties just wouldn't kick in, or would it?
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to even put it on.
Exactly. Right. You would be able to put it on, and it functions as a normal chain shirt until then.
Okay. I think I do want to do that.
Now, that's awesome. But I do want to. Well, you know what?
That's how I'm gonna
just know that
to it. Just get my stink on real good.
Be aware that that's exactly how you wind up being cursed by an item.
I've been cursed before.
Yeah, Pickles would tell you a story about somebody and suddenly changed gender.
I still do it.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah. All right, we'll pick up this next time.
All right.
We'll start off by having Pickles inside a giant frog's gullet.
Story of my life.
And Crawl inside a backpack, and me suddenly getting in touch with my inner woman.
Right on. Okay. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, James.
See you guys later.